As you walk off the San Francisco to Larkspur ferry, there is very little to indicate that there is a connecting train nearby. You see plenty of parking areas as well as bus stops, but no signs for the train. Based on the indication from Google Maps for our combined trip from San Francisco to Santa Rosa, and pointing my phone the right way, we were able to discern a possible station in the distance. As we walked that way, we saw a few signs that gave us some clues that we're going the right way. Once we complete the short uphill section and make a 180-degree turn, we have a better view of the Larkspur station and the awaiting train. The Sonoma Marin Area Rail Transit System, or SMART, has been in various planning stages for 2 decades or so, finally opening the current operating segment of 45 miles from Santa Rosa Airport in the north to Larkspur in the south in stages starting in 2017. The line is single track with a number of double track sections where opposite direction services can cross. It runs as a rebuilt railway previously operated by Northwestern Pacific Railroad. And here's our ride for today, train number 6, operated by one of SMART's fleet of 2-car diesel multiple units, DMUs, built by Nippon Sharyo in Japan in the mid to late 2010s. It's the same DMU as was supplied for the Toronto Airport train service in Ontario, Canada. Let's get aboard now and take a look inside. Before the train gets more crowded, let's walk through both cars to show you the interior. An interesting and unusual feature of the SMART DMUs is the cafe that's located in one of the cars. I was surprised to find this, but disappointed that it was not open. Apparently, the third-party lessee of the cafe services fell victim to the COVID downturn. Hopefully, a formula can be found to resurrect the cafe offering in the future. The seating is a combination of mostly face-to-back 2+2 configuration, with some face-to-face seats around tables. The 2+2 face-to-back seats are the same as those around the large tables and offer a reasonable amount of space. There is a small folding table at each seat, probably not large enough for a typical laptop, but quite adequate for propping up a phone or a tablet. The seat itself is well padded and comfortable, although I am not a huge fan of its colors, as well as the overall colors of the interior. There are plenty of trains with better looking color schemes. The 4 seat tables are fairly large, especially for a commuter train. There's adequate legroom, and there are two power sockets for each table located on the wall underneath. Another unusual feature for a commuter train is a seat recline. It's not much, but enough to make the seat more comfortable. The recline is actuated by a button on the bottom of the rather stubby folding armrest. For your belongings, there are large shelves above the seats. There are also plenty of spaces for bicycles. I counted 22. Instead of bicycles, you can probably stack large bags in the same areas. Here's the space for a wheelchair passenger, as the train is fully accessible. Overall, I found these smart DMUs attractive and comfortable. They are also reasonably quiet, without significant noise from the diesel engines. We left Larkspur right on time at 1:40 p.m. on the 1 hour and 7-minute journey to the Santa Rosa downtown station.
Next station.
In the second car, kind of diagonally opposite the cafe if you consider the two-car consist, you'll find the accessible restroom. As is the case with the cafe, the restroom is across from one of the bicycle storage areas. As such, it's rather narrow but long. Everything was working well, however, and the facility was spotlessly clean. There are mostly rural views along the way with some nice field and hill vistas. For a short portion of the line, we paralleled US Highway 101, the main automobile artery in this area, and reached our top operating speed of 79 miles per hour a few times. There are 12 stops on the line, with the main intermediate station in Petaluma. Just before arriving there, we crossed with an opposite direction train. A lot of passengers alighted and boarded in Petaluma, and I saw passenger exchanges at every stop. For an early afternoon train on a Saturday, I think that's pretty good ridership. The SMART system recently received some additional funding. Currently, there are 45 miles in operation, with an eventual goal to reach Cloverdale for a total line length of some 70 miles. It's a true modern-day Interurban.
Anyways, look around, make sure you have your hats, mitts, gloves, whatever you took right on with you. We don't want to leave that behind because it's going to take you either a few days.
I really didn't know what to expect from a US passenger train operation that did not terminate in a large city. This is a unique situation in the United States where most commuter trains, such as this one, are routed to a large employment generator where the travelers commute for work. However, it all seems to work very well. The train ran on time, was clean on the inside and out, except perhaps for the windows, and was well patronized with passengers boarding and alighting at every station. We had a great time on board, at a cost of $12 for the combined ferry plus SMART train ticket. I'm looking forward to trying the entire line once it's open to Cloverdale. So, is it really a modern-day Interurban? Well, two key ingredients are missing for the traditional definition of an American Interurban: electric traction and street running. Who knows, maybe electrification will come later on, but I'm not going to hold my breath for street running. However, the smart system is definitely unique, and it has a vibe that I imagine would be present in an interurban of yonder years. For me, it fulfills the definition. Here's a map of the line, including the projected extension to Cloverdale. Here's an unusual track layout, which allows the wide freight trains to pass through the station. The smart DMUs use the inner track, allowing them to serve the platform with a minimal gap. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if so, please give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more railway and travel related content to come. Thank you so much for watching.